Hi, I'm Kim from inspiredtosing.com if this is the first time that we're meeting. And if you've seen me before, welcome back. It's good to see you again. So today's video is for those singers who are like my younger self, who know that they are phoning in their practice, who know that they are just kind of singing through a few random exercises without much focus, and then singing through their songs again, not really going back and working on the bits that they know they should be working on. So I wanted to give you a little bit of an idea, a few tips on how to structure a practice session that really gets results, because we need to structure our practice session. We need to have an intention and a focus that is going to help you with those things that you find challenging, that is going to iron out those creases and retrain the habits that you don't want to happen when you're on stage or performing for other people. Practice sessions are where we do this challenging work. So the first thing that I want you guys to know is what is going on with your voice at any given time. So I've created a PDF that you guys can download for absolutely free that gets you to fill in a few things about your voice. So things like your range, how low can you sing comfortably and how high can you sing comfortably? What are your problematic notes? Where do you feel a little bit shaky, or do you feel tense or strained? And what are your favorite vowels and what are your least favorite vowels? These kind of things, to get a lay of the land in terms of what you should be working on, what things you find really easy so that you can use them at the beginning of your warm-up, and then what you find really, really challenging and you can use them at the end of your warm-up. So the first page is kind of getting a lay of the land so that you can know your voice. The second page is asking you questions about the song that you're going to work on. So each practice session should be targeted at whatever you're working on. So if you've got an audition coming up or a performance coming up and you're working on songs for that, or even if you're just working on songs for your singing teacher or just for personal pleasure, there are challenging parts in those songs. It might be that you feel like you can't get through a really long phrase because you're running out of breath. It might be that on that high note you feel really tense, you have to push it, or it's sounding really weak and really thin. It could be anything, but you need to note down what these are. You need to know what you're trying to work on, what you're trying to get better at, so that you can then structure your warm-up exercises for that, and then also target practice the song as well, that deep practice. So I'm going to be doing some more in-depth training off of YouTube on this, which is also completely for free. So if you would like the PDF and you would like to stay tuned for, there's another video that talks more in depth through the PDF and how and what you should be doing in terms of specific exercises for your practice session. You can sign up. So I'll put the link in the description so that you can find it. You can sign up, you can grab the PDF. Just make sure that you tick that you want to keep hearing from me if you want the full gamut of information. And then I'm also going to do a live call as part of that. So a live Q&A session with you guys so that you can ask specific questions and I can help you a little bit more personally in that Q&A. If you're watching this after the date, so if you're watching it past June 2018, you can still watch the replay, so it's still really, really valuable. Anyway, second thing is that you need to do the basics each and every time. So for me, that involves breath control exercises. So I do my exercises that I put in the 3 breathing exercises video. So I will, again, put a link to that so that you guys can discover that. There's 3 exercises that are really, really useful for making sure that your body is really strong in terms of controlling that diaphragm release, controlling that exhale so that it's nice and steady and it's not tense through your throat. I also incorporate stretches and jaw massage because I have a really tense jaw, particularly on the right side. So there are some basics, also like posture and alignment stuff that, depending on your body and what you need, you will want to put into every single practice session. So please don't think that, oh yeah, I've kind of done the whole breathing thing, that you can move on from it. You need that because it is a foundation. You need to keep touching base with that each and every practice session. So the third one is that you need to do easy and challenging. So as I said, in the PDF, you get to write down what you find really easy in terms of, say, a vowel shape. So you might find that you can sing oo comfortably all the way through your range, and yet for me is particularly a little bit more challenging. So in terms of I find that the transition from my mix into my head voice, so doing that head dominant mix, sometimes was a little bit hit and miss, and I had to work on that a lot to iron that out. So that was my most challenging vowel. So you would start your practice session with something that you find easy, and then at the end of it, working on the vowels or the consonants or the shapes, the words, whatever it is that you find really difficult. It could be agility exercises. It's going to be really dependent. You want to craft it around what you're working on. And again, what songs you're working on as well. And the third piece of the puzzle that I find that most singers are doing a mix of exercises in terms of what part of their range they cover and in what mix it is. So most students seem to be either going from their chest voice and blending all the way up into their head voice, so doing their entire range and trying to get as even a tone all the way through, which is very, very important. Or they're just going up as high as they can in a chest dominant mix, or belting and then stopping and not working on their head voice. Please, 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 please do not do this. Please do a mix of both, unless you are only using a head dominant sound and you never want to be able to belt. Maybe you're doing much more classical stuff. Otherwise, you want to have versatility. You want to find the kind of happy medium so that you can do both strong notes, particularly in that mix, or much more gentle head dominant mix notes. And vary the volume that you're doing those and the intensity that you're doing those, so that you feel like all options are available to you. So I hope that has been helpful. As I said, if you want to grab the PDF that you can edit, you don't have to print it out. I've made it editable for you so you can save the trees. And get another video, which is me talking through a little bit more of the specifics of that PDF and what those sections mean. And then access to the live Q&A session with me, which is happening early June. That would be amazing. So just sign up for that. I will put the link below. It's inspiredtosing.com/plug-in-and-play, which is all one word. So I hope that I will see you there. Have a great day.